Well, we hope you enjoyed 2024's New Year's Eve roast. No, we're not talking about the food. We're talking about comedian Whitney Cummings, who went after President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris on CNN's New Year's Eve live special with Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen. Let's watch.
2024 election fried our brains. The Democrats couldn't hold a primary because they were too busy holding a body upright. Are we still rolling? Am I off?
Go for it.
It was amazing that the pro-choice party didn't give their voters one when it came to the presidential candidate. Kamala was forced on us so hard you'd think she was patented by Pfizer or Moderna, whichever one's. Oh, God. Andy just gave me a very scary look.
No!
Ooh, I had not seen this clip. You told me that I would like it.
It'd be much more in line with your views than mine. I'm
did.
surprised you weren't watching it on a loop as it went viral.
There seems to be a permission being given now to call out the just obvious fraud that was the Biden campaign, the lie being foisted on us that he was capable of doing this. Now people are kind of admitting and joking about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just interesting to see that on CNN. You know, that was quite surprising. Also, I mean, Whitney Cummings she's one of those people in popular culture who, like, I know she exists, but I'm not sure if she's particularly conservative or not.
I'll be perfectly honest with you, I have no idea who that is. And
all I could find when I was looking to see what her political views are is that she seems to have an objection to sort of censorious attitudes generally.
Amen.
And particularly when it comes to the trans issue, she seems to have a particular objection to that being sort of banished or made taboo to make any jokes about that.
Oh, look at the hectoring, scolding way that the Daily Beast described this. Comedian's wild conspiracy theory-filled roast shocks CNN hosts.
Yeah.
It's a comedian with conspiracy theory-filled.
Well,
guys, take a joke. Oh, God.
No, I mean, I read that Daily Beast thing, and it is a bit much. She did go on to make some references that even I didn't really understand, which I think do go to fairly questionable theories. Something about the guy, the would-be Trump assassin had no silverware in his house, and I needed to look that up. Apparently it's some suggestion that the house was scrubbed or wasn't, you know, and then she started talking about drones and all of that.
They had to remove the CIA mind control.
Exactly,
device.
they had to, and the tinfoil, presumably.
Yes.
But there was, she also did have a go at CNN, to her credit. She made some crack about how she now plays 3,000-person concert halls, which is about the size of the viewership of CNN these days.
Well, good for Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper being good sports about it, although they're usually pretty...
yeah, no, absolutely. They normally enjoy...
That was a liquor drinking.
Enjoy beverages on their New Year's Eve special.
So do the rest of us. So
we haven't discussed this before. I don't drink at all. It's my one contribution to to ethnic stereotypes.
You're fighting the Irish ethnic stereotype.
Exactly. I'm fighting the slur. But anyway, you know, Whitney Cummings, fair enough. I think it's good to have people on those kind of shows. Yes, New Year's Eve, it's all kind of fun, but it's nonetheless something a bit provocative, something a bit more shocking than you might, or startling maybe would be a better word, than you might expect to hear on CNN. I did notice, and I don't think we have the shot back there, Anderson Cooper was very helpfully you couldn't see his facial expression at all, because he had turned completely side on and was holding an umbrella, so it wasn't clear whether he was chuckling along with these
Andy Cohen was laughing, but
Andy Cohen enjoyed it, I think.
Anderson Cooper. Right, and they used to be they used to do this with Kathy Griffin, right? And then they decided no more Kathy Griffin after the
Trump's head.
The Trump head thing.
Yeah, which she then tried to martyr herself about. I was never a particular Kathy Griffin fan, even before the matter of Trump's head. For the small number of our audience who might not know what we're referring to, she posed on a magazine cover, I think, with obviously not actually Donald Trump's head, but something made to appear like.
Yeah, it was really in bad taste. I mean, I oppose cancel culture, and she's a comedian, so I'm like, I not work myself up into some fervor being offended over this.
No, but it
and you
wasn't.
really shouldn't. But it was in bad taste.
No, it was. And I mean, obviously, I have lots and lots of criticisms of Trump, but he was someone who lots of people were so fired up about that violence against him was a real possibility during his presidency. We then saw, obviously,
We have
the
actually
events in
seen
Buffalo
violence against him. Right. When you complain about political rhetoric,
Right.
it suggests that it's in bad faith when you're very happily or easy to, for you to engage in a kind of thing like that. It makes it seem like it's not really a sincere criticism.
No,
the other side is saying this is a man who has actually faced tangible political violence, who was shot, who was almost killed. I mean, we moved past it because the news cycle goes so fast, and there's so many things happening, and just yesterday there was this horrific attack in New Orleans that we'll be continuing to dig into. But it was this close to Trump being an actual victim of an assassination.
No, absolutely, and I've never made light of that. I was on air with our colleagues at News Nation when it happened, and it was so shocking in the moment. And when it happened, people thought he might have been killed because he went down, and you had heard shots and all of that. It was a genuinely shocking event, and I don't think there was some making light of it even in the immediate aftermath, particularly online, and I don't go for that at all.
Well, we are going into a new year here at Rising. We got some new stuff in the background. Let us know what you think about it. I think it looks definitely better, less purple and blue.
Fine art, not painted by either of us.
Not painted by us. This is a kind of impressionist style, is what
I think so.
thinking. It's what did you say, autumnal?
Yes, it is autumnal, I think, isn't it? I mean, we have lots of golden colours and all that, so it's all.
I'm being told it's oil painting. Very beautiful.
Oh, well, there we go.
Very pretty.
Nice. We like it.
Let us know what you think, and in the meantime, be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss any of our content. And for those of you who like to listen while on the go, we're now available anywhere that you can find podcasts, and I will see you next week.